And right now we're moving up into this pre-spawn down here in Florida, so I figured I'd do the baits that I like to fish during the pre-spawn season, the spawn and the post-spawn season, to get them big females off them beds. Now a lot of these baits are baits that I carry year-round, but I keep them just in case I see fish moving up on beds or up in the shallows or right up around structure. A lot of these baits you're probably going to be familiar with, but if you're not, here they are. My first bait I really like to fish during the spawn is a black and blue jig. Just taking these and flipping them right up on the beds and just watching the females eat them. It's real nice. One, it just looks like something's down there feeding on their eggs, and it just really irritates them, so that's why I pick a jig. You can also go with a jig like this. It's white, and this one is just a bit heavier. I want to say this one's a ½ ounce because I was fishing a deep lake one day and I just wanted to get it down there real quick. So I picked this one up, but this one is a booyah swimming jig, and just flipping these right up on the beds, watching the fish eat them because they're white and you can see them usually through water. It's real cool just to see the male or the female come out and pick these jigs up. Now a lot of the baits that are really useful are creature baits like lizards and craws. So one of mine that I like to fish are these Charlie's worms. These are a pumpkin chartreuse color lizard. And just putting these on like a shaky head and just watching them sink down there. The females don't really care for eating them, they just want to move them off their bed. So when you see the female pick them up and she's got it all the way in her mouth, set that hook, because usually she's real irritated already, and if she doesn't eat it on the first throw, throw it till she does, because when she does eat it, she's gonna eat it because she's angry. A lot of the other baits are usually like worm baits, curl tails, trick worms, and one of them is this one right here, which is Bama bug. This works really good down here in Florida. It's more of a darker color bait. It has a bluish glitter to it, and it's got like a brownish purplish back to it. It's 8-inch, and you can get them in the finesse worm, which work relatively well, especially when the water's still kind of cool and the fish don't feel like eating or messing with the big baits. This is the bait that you go to with the finesse worm. Another one is called a culprit grape. This is more of a darker color worm, and this bait, you can usually see it through pretty clear water, and darker water works better. But if, like I said, if you're flipping beds and you see the fish and they don't care really what color it is, if it's on their bed and they don't want it there, they're gonna pick it up and move it. Oh man. Alrighty, next one is called June bug. This one is June bug with red glitter in it. This bait works really well in the springtime. I don't know what it is. I think it probably mimics the black and blue jig too, like the crawfish type colors. And anyway, and just the black and blue color, and when you just crawl all over that bed or even right next to it and they're hungry, they'll come out and eat these as well. This bait I actually run through about a bag a week when I'm fishing real heavily out in the springtime. So I know Zoom makes them, I know Biospawn makes this color, Culprit does, Senko's, they make them in the June bug, and yeah. Another one is a black and red glitter lizard. These are the 4-inch lizards. These are the Super Salt Plus, and like I said with the other lizards, these are really easy to see in the water, and the bass don't like them. When you're fishing these smaller baits though, I like to do like a 3/16 ounce weight and a like a 1/0 laser sharp, no, I can't remember what the name of the hooks I fish are, but I just put them down there on there and make it real finesse. And even the lighter line you can get, or if you're fishing fluorocarbon, that works extremely well. The fish can't see the line, and they don't mind the color of the hook really, because it blends in with the bait itself because it's black. Other one is watermelon purple glitter. So it's pretty much the body of a watermelon, like watermelon red, watermelon seed, but it has the purple glitter to it and a little bit of red. These are just like the watermelon red, but they're not the watermelon red, they're the purple. And I've had days where I throw the watermelon red and catch absolutely nothing. But same day I pick these up and I flip these up on the pads or whatever, and then in the beds, they'll tear them up. This one is a black with red glitter trickworm. Ugh, can't talk. And just like the other ones I was talking about, these work really well too. My preferred color to go to is this or the black and blue jigs. This one is a Strike King baby bass color, and you can see why they really hate this color up on their bed, because it looks like a baby bass down there eating their fry or eating their eggs or eating whatever they have sitting on the bed. And I actually caught about a 6-pound bass off of one of these one day. Just flipped it up on the bed and let it real slow sink and just tore it up just like that. Just wind. Another one here is a finesse watermelon red, and just real small. Like I said about the other one, if you get the Bama bug in the finesse color, or if you get the finesse worm in the Bama bug color, that works just like these do, but some days they prefer this over the Bama bug. This one's called Okeechobee Crawl. It's got a brown belly and a blue back, and this right here just is an awesome bait when you want to see your bait down in the water and see what it's doing. These other ones are flukes, and if you rig these up on like a Texas rig or whatever, just to get it down on that bed and make it look like it's sitting there feeding, just like Texas rig it so when it's pointing down, the nose is pointing down, and just hop it on the bed. This is a ghost shad. Yeah, ghost shad. And this color, it's almost like a white belly but a blue back, and you see this exceptionally well in the waters. This back's open. Whoops. This is Big Bites Baits. This is a tilapia color, which is almost like a black and blue. It's the black, or it's more of like a brownish body with like blue glitter to it. And the way this works is it sinks just like a Senko. If you wacky rig it, Texas rig it, freeline it, wind. Yeah, this one, like I was saying, it just works awesome. And last but not least is a watermelon candy red. So it's the watermelon red has got blue, purple, red, and green glitter to it, and this one just flashes like crazy in the water. And if you look, a lot of my baits are Zoom baits. No, I'm not sponsored by Zoom, but if they're watching this, you guys are an awesome company, and I appreciate the colors that you make and the fish that you hook me up with. I'm out.